Be making basics.
What's going on YouTube? Beat Making Basics back again with a dope video. If you are new to my channel, please do me a favor, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Today's video, what we're going to be doing is making a boom bap beat in Logic Pro 10, start to finish from scratch. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and create a new software instrument track. We're gonna be using the quick sampler. We're just gonna do it like that, okay? To save time, just so that we're not, taking too much time creating a melody and all that type of stuff, what we're gonna do is actually go to Splice. So I got a Splice account. We'll pull up Splice, and what we're gonna do is find a boom bap sample or melody sample that we could use here, and also find some of the drums. So all we're gonna do once we got Splice pulled up is just go ahead and search, say boom bap. All right. And they have these little categories right here that you can use to figure out what you want, or you can go over here and find stuff here as well. So we're going to be looking for a melody, and so what we could do is just click that, and we could either go music, or here we go, melody. Now it's going to pull up all of the boom bap melodies in Splice, and just so it's fair here, I'm just going to use one of the melodies I haven't even listened to yet. So as you can see, you have the credit here. That means I have to download it. So let's just kind of audition some of these. I low-key kind of like that right here, so I'm actually going to work with this. It's a small little sample chop, but I think that we can do a lot of magic with that. Let me pull this back up. Okay, we're just going to drag that right in here to the quick sampler. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and minimize that. I'm going to turn on musical typing by pushing Command K. And this is going to basically, like, say if you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you could use the letters on your actual computer. So what we'll do is we're going to select this option right here and follow tempo. We'll go ahead and get us an 8-bar loop. And I'll probably just go like down to maybe 90s, like somewhere in the 90s for boom bap. So we'll do 93. Let's see how we can do that. I'm just going to push play and see if this is a good vibe. Anyway, you kind of want to just play around with the notes to see how it's gonna, sound. I'm actually gonna go ahead and continue looking for a sample because I just don't like. Sometimes, like when it comes to me with creation, I'm not gonna try to rush that. And let's go ahead and see if I can find something else. I can still mess with that if I want to, but I'm gonna try to find something else. All right, so that's a little bit better. Let's go ahead and put that in there. right, cool. So we're gonna go with that. And pretty much from here, we're just gonna go ahead and push the record button. We already got our loop. All right, bet. So now that we have our loop here, I'm gonna quantize it just to make sure it hits on key here. We'll probably go ahead and go with a 1/8, a swing of A, and let's listen to it again. All right, perfect. So now that we have that, now it's time to work on the drums. I'm gonna continue to use the quick sampler, and we're gonna actually find some drums here that we feel like will work. Pull that sampler, this splice back up, pull this over here to the side, and maybe put her down here. And let me just go ahead, instead of going melody, I'm gonna go ahead and click on like drums or kick on like snare or something like that. So let me see, we'll go kicks. Yeah, let's get us a kick first. All right, that's a hard kick right there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Boom, so we got our kick. I'm gonna come over here, we're gonna create another channel. And then we're gonna find us a dope snare. And technically, I could come over here to this Sunrise Lo-Fi Hip Hop Pack, and I can see, all right, maybe they have a dope snare within this, since I found a dope kick. So we'll just do like that. Click snares. All right, I like that echo on it and everything. We're gonna go with that. All right, cool. So when it comes to doing like hip hop drums, or not hip hop, but boom bap drums, you want to do everything with a swing on it. Okay. And I'll show you what it means. It's kind of like you're almost playing it off beat, but it's on beat. You know, it's kind of like a nice little swing rock. So let's do this. I'm just gonna lay down the snare first. Let's do that. Push R. Technically, I don't have to keep on playing it all the way through. I could just take this and just zoom, you know, come out like that. Bring it right here. We can join these by pushing Command J. Get him out the way, and then we can go ahead put that same 1/8 swing on there. And technically, if I wanted to, I can right click on the notes and do a forced legato, and that's gonna make all the notes pretty much go to the very end of each other note. So make them longer. Let's check it out. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure everything sounded right with the note lengths. So we got our snare. Now let's go ahead and go for the kick. So I'm gonna do like a swing, like I said, like something like that. Cool, so we got our kick laid down. Might do something a little bit different on the kick. Let's maybe take it to a swing of C. Nah, that's not gonna work. Let's do maybe 1/16 C. There we go. that's pretty dope. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and save this session just to make sure nothing crashes on us, and I'll just name it like Blue Thoughts, you know, and I'll say boom bap, and then we're gonna save it. Now we have an actual save session here, and I can keep on building on this beat. So I'm gonna go ahead and label this, say kick, highlight everything. I just pushed Shift Option N, and it named everything here, there, and I'll just also put sample, boom. And now it's time for some hi-hats. One good tip here when it comes to making boom bap or even beats in general, if you don't know where to start, you can always beatbox the melody or beatbox, you know, your drum patterns, and then that's going to really help you to identify, you know, where you want to go with your track. So I'm thinking like something like hitting it on an off note on the hi-hat, like actually, man, you know, a dope little shake would go well on that. Let's find a shake. So let's do this. We'll go ahead and go back over here to our splice account, and I'll just say shake. Let's see if we have any shakes. Okay, no shakes. Let's see about hat. All right, I know it has hats. Cool. That actually sounds kind of like a shake. So we're gonna take that and see what we can do with it. Cool. And we're gonna go ahead and quantize that on the 1/16 swing C. And I actually think I want to go ahead and make this a little slower on the actual beat. Let's see. All right, cool. So we'll do that. Let's create another percussion track or hat. Quick sampler. Keep on going here throughout the process. Okay. Cool. So we got this other hi-hat sound, or percussion sound, if you will. So I'm just gonna do something kind of like off like that, where it's almost abstract in the mix. Almost messed that up. How did I do that? I think I have enough over here. We'll quantize that, and then I'm just gonna chop it up like so. All I really need is just one bar. Delete that, and holding down Option, I can drag and, you know, basically make copies of this. And this is where you want to just keep on kind of thinking in your head, all right, this is kind of a different type of swing to it. Maybe I can add something else to, you know, make it sound a little bit more on point. I'm just going to keep on listening to it and see if I hear anything. That's what I hear. So I'm going to do that. All right, we'll do that. Let's see what we got. Yeah, see, it wasn't making sense at first, but once you lay it down, it's like, okay, actually that can be a good little boom box vibe or boom bap vibe. Okay, cool. So we're gonna take that and delete this other part, and this time I'm just gonna do a Command C and Command V all the way through like that, and voila. And I'm gonna mess around with the swing on this one. No, not A. Let's try D. Bet. So now that we have our basic vibe here, we got some hi-hats, we got, you know, basically all the elements. Let me go ahead and find like a good bass sound and see if we can add some bass and then some horns maybe, you know, because boom bap has some dope bass lines and some dope horns. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So let's do that. Let's see here. We're gonna add some more vibes right here. We're gonna go back to splice and see if we can find maybe some horns. Let me just go ahead and get out of that. Boom. We're just gonna say horns. Boom, bap, horns. Horns. Let me just listen to what we created first. So actually probably gonna grab the last part of that the sample. Let me see what we got. All right, cool. And I know that the horn sounds a little choppy, but we're gonna do something in the mix. Throw some, EQ, a little bit of reverb and different things like that to make it sound a little more sweet. But let's lay this down. All right, bet. So we got the beat. It's coming along. Cool. Let's go ahead and turn that down just a little bit, and just go ahead and add that EQ. Cut out some of the lows here. Maybe even come on here and cut out some of the highs. Make it a little muffled. And then come over here. We're gonna add for hollow room. You can add a stock reverb or whatever reverb your choice is. I like how for hollow room sounds, so turn that down some. See what it sounds like now. Yeah. Okay, that's coming along pretty dope. So now we got our horn. Let's go ahead and do our bass, because it's gonna need some type of dope bass sound. I could, of course, go with some of the sounds that are in Logic or one of the other sound banks, but let's just go ahead and keep it with Splice here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna find bass, and I should be able to get like a one shot. Okay, that's kind of what I was looking for right there. So we're gonna drag that in, and then we're just gonna play around and see what we can come up with. All right, yeah, we're gonna keep it simple, just like this. Cool. So we got the bass down, quantizing everything with that 1/16 swing D. We just kind of found that that swing works well for what I got going. So let's listen to it again. And I can already tell I'm gonna need to go ahead and cut this guy right here in half. Pushing Command T for trim, and then we can just highlight and then hold down Option to drag that on over. I'm gonna join it by pushing Command J. Let's listen. So this right here, might move this over here like that. cool, man. I think pretty much we have it. I'm gonna add the shake back in here and see what that does. If it throws it off, or if it works well with it. I'm also gonna go ahead and put that swing, that D swing on it. I remember that first sample I pulled up. Actually, we're gonna bring it back up in here, you know. Just some little accent pieces here, and pretty much, y'all, that's the beat. Obviously I need to track it out. I mean, not track it out, but arrange it and then mix it, you know, all that fun stuff. But I just wanted to really just get into the actual creation of it, building the beat and everything like that. So first of all, appreciate y'all watching. Again, if you're new to my channel, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe. Man, I drop weekly videos, if not daily. And yeah, give it a thumbs up. Shoot something in the comment to me. I will respond. Appreciate y'all. Until the next one.